Hello everyone, welcome back to Changfied YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest updates across South Sudan and beyond. Today we bring you an important and serious update from South Sudan. There are three major stories you need to hear. Number one, we'll talk about lawmakers are demanding answer about unpaid pension. Second, we'll talk about a shocking discovery of mass graves in Akobo town in Jonglei, and a strong message from China at the United Nations. Well, these stories are not just news, they affect real people, real families, and the future of the country. Before we proceed with this latest update, I would like you to, if the channel, support the channel, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video you can be notified. Let's begin our report with pension crisis in parliament. Let's begin in Juba. According to this report, members of parliament in South Sudan are now taking action over a serious issue: unpaid pension. The parliament, known as the Transitional National Legislative Assembly, has decided to call two key ministers to explain what is going on. These ministers are the Minister of Finance and the Minister of Public Service. The Speaker of Parliament, Joseph Ngere Pasiko, say lawmakers want clear answer. They want to know how much money is owed when the problem started, and why payment have not been made. So, what is the problem? A lawmaker named David Dedau raised this issue. He said the government has failed to send pension. They failed to send pension money to the National Pension Fund for many years. This is a big problem because pensions are not just extra money. They are earned by workers over time. They are meant to support people after retirement. So, how much money is missing? According to this report, the unpaid amount is about 72 billion South Sudanese pounds. 72 billion. That is more than 100 million US dollar. This is not a small issue. It has been building up since 2006. So, why this matter? This situation is the situation affect retired workers who depend on pension. It affect families who need that support, and trust in the government is also affected. David Dedau warned that this failure break important laws. He also say pension are not government money to use freely. They belong to the workers. So think of it like this. If you work for many years, part of your salary is served for your future. If that money is not kept safely or not paid back, it becomes a serious injustice. Well, the minister will be asked to appear before Parliament soon, according to spokesperson Oliver Mori Benjamin. The Minister of Finance Minister is currently away but will respond after returning. Lawmakers expect full explanation and clear numbers and possible solution. This issue shows deeper problem: weak financial management, lack of accountability, and long-term neglect. If not fixed, it could lead to public anger, legal challenges, and more economic pressure. Let's move on to our second top story. Mass grave in Akobo. Now we move to a very disturbing story. Mass graves have been discovered in Akobo County in Jonglei State. This discovery happened during road construction, and it has raised serious questions. So let's look at what was found. Human remains were found buried in large numbers. This suggests that many people may have died during past violence. The exact number is still unknown. Let's look at the call for investigation. A civil society leader, Edmund Yakani, is calling for an independent investigation. He wants the truth about what happened, justice for the victim, and accountability for those responsible. The United Nations Commission on Human Rights in South Sudan has also raised concern. They warned that the number of victims could be higher than earlier report. The situation may be more serious than expected. So let's look at the background. Conflict in the area. Akobo and nearby areas have seen fighting between government forces clashed with opposition group. Control of the area has changed on several times. This makes it difficult to know exactly what happened. So, why investigation matter now? Without investigation, families may never know the truth. Crime may go unpunished, and violence may continue. Edmund Yakani emphasized peace. He said, violence cannot solve problems, and dialogue is the only way forward. Behind every grave, there is a story. A father, a mother, a child. This is not just politics. This is about human life. This discovery shows ongoing insecurity, weak justice system, and need for reconciliation. If handled properly, it could lead to truth, healing, and national unity. But if ignored, it could deepen division. Let's move on to our third top story, China and global politics. At the United Nations Security Council, China made a strong statement about South Sudan. A Chinese diplomat by the name Sun Lei said other countries should respect South Sudan's sovereignty. There should be no unnecessary interference. So what does this mean? China believes South Sudan should solve its own problem, and external pressure should be limited. However, countries like the United States have a different view. They are calling for end to violence, full peace agreement implementation, and release of political detainees, including first Vice President Dr. Riek Machar. Let's look at the peace agreement. The 2018 peace agreement is still very important. It aimed to end conflict, share power, and prepare for election. But progress has been slow. South Sudan is facing many problems. Conflict in some region, displacement of civilians, flooding and disease risk, and economic struggles. The United Nations mission or UNMISS play a key role. It helped protect civilians and support stability. China said this mission should continue and remain strong. Let's look at the China involvement. China is not new in South Sudan. It has oil investment in South Sudan. It has infrastructure project, and it has aid programs. Companies like China National Petroleum Corporation are major players in South Sudan. Sharing our positions reflect a bigger global debate. Should countries intervene to promote change, or should they respect national control? This balance is not easy. So, in conclusion, let's quickly recap today's major stories. First, we talk about Parliament is demanding answer over unpaid pension. Second, we talk about mass graves in Akobo that raise serious question about violence and justice. Sharing a call for respect of sovereignty while global pressure increase. South Sudan is at a critical moment. The decision made today will shape the future of its people, the strength of its institutions, and the path to peace. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, like the video, share with others, subscribe for more updates, and tell us in the comment, what do you think about this development? See you in the next update. Stay informed, stay safe. Bye-bye.